Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. There was an ASMR artist, but I like to just call them YouTubers, who were interesting. So I thought I'd just do this video, just first of all see if I could set up my phone to capture it properly, and secondly of all, because I wanted to try out seeing what this looks like on camera. So this is a book I remember from when I was a little kid that I got from the library, and it's a National Geographic picture atlas of our universe. And what captured my attention, of course, was the cool looking spaceship. So this showed up in my library one time, or not my library, my thrift store, local thrift store I went to. So I picked it up. Now, unfortunately, this book is starting to show a little bit of wear and tear. But nonetheless, should make for some interesting viewing. So here are the credits for the book here. And then it takes a table of contents view here, and it takes it from the standpoint of sun gods to gamma rays and the beginnings of our understanding of our universe. It begins with our solar system and the sun and planets, and then it lists them starting from the sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, asteroids and meteors, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, the comets. Now that shows you something about this book. It was still calling Pluto a planet. Then it moves on to the stars and galaxies, deep space, and of course the future, shuttles and starships. This is during a time when obviously there was space shuttles. So these books, what made them most interesting to me when I was a kid was the fact that they had great pictures in them. So I thought I'd just take a second out. I flipped through a few of these. This is where you can start to see the problems with this book, because it's starting to fall apart. The pages. So, yeah, the zodiac. Fortunately, this thing has come apart, but we can still sort of flip through it. Hope I'm not blocking this too much for you guys. Isaac Newton's apple. Prisms. Satellites. Astronomy. Sun and planets. Facts about the solar system. Some of the cool things about this is the scales of how big things are, and sometimes how we don't think of them as being so far apart. Yeah, this thing's really falling apart here. Things like gravity, what we experience on Earth versus other planets. This was what really captured my attention when I was a kid, is what if, how would certain animals exist on places like Titan or Mars or Europa? Speculations, of course. Pluto, Venus, Jupiter. These pictures were the thing that really got me loving this book. And of course, I noticed the areas that this thing's fallen apart. It's those pictures. The sun. All kinds of information about the sun. It always starts with sort of the Greek god, Apollo, for example, the sun god. It always starts with history, mythology, and then what we know about it, and lots of pictures. I really like these old books. They have sort of a charm. The thing about the internet is, and even AI, I guess at this point, is all this information's available, but how many of us actually seek it out? And how do we go about even systematically examining it? So these books provided us with a foundation that we could use to look at some of this stuff. Mercury. So again, Roman god Mercury. That was always interesting as a starting point. So you can kind of sort of see the approach this took. This book. Lots of big pictures. Venus, goddess. Yeah, all the pictures are awesome. Early Mars landers, what they found. Very interesting. Very interesting stuff. So guys, I think that's going to be the extent of my flip through this book. To give you an idea of how it's laid out. And I'm going to post this as long as it all worked out. I don't edit my stuff, so hopefully it worked out okay. And if it did, and anybody wants to watch it, likes it, I could probably do another one of these videos. We'll see. I'm very experimental with my channel. Maybe about thrift stores, and the thrift store angle for this, of course, is that I got this book from a thrift store. But it's about thrift stores and the things you find in thrift stores. And it's mellow. There's no hype on my channel, because it's certainly not false hype. If there is hype, I'm excited about something. I will be excited about something, but it won't be because I'm making a video about it and I want views. It's strictly because I'm actually excited about it. This book is kind of exciting, honestly. I love the pictures. These are picture books, right? Now, of course, the science is probably quite outdated versus what we know now. And for example, Pluto being demoted from being a planet. But, I don't know. There's a charm to these things. And it's a starting point. I mean, if all you did was start from the information you can gain from this, and then dig deeper and discover where the the facts have expanded or even maybe been corrected. How is that not a great way to learn, right? I just think it's a great starting point. I think I have an old Encyclopedia Britannica, and I've read articles in it, and you know what? It's one of the best ways to get a starting point foundation for a topic if you're interested in it. Like, let's just say you're interested in your solar system, right? Or astronomy in general. Well, it may not have the most up-to-date facts about astronomy, but it can give you the history of astronomy, and it can give you sort of the foundations and what people generally do when they study astronomy, and maybe give you a good framework to build the knowledge on, a foundation at least. And then you can supplement that with all the new things that people learn. So, there you go. Just a thought. Pluto, a double planet? Non-existent planet. It's a planetoid. Comets. Some kind of comet maybe struck someplace in the Eastern Europe, called the Siberian explosion. There's some fun stuff covered in the X-Files about that. Deep space. Yeah, space is so big. It's kind of crazy. Think about that kind of stuff. Yeah, great starting point for your exploration into astronomy, cosmology, possibly even some physics. Yeah, the size of our Milky Way versus the rest of the known universe, and how much we've probably expanded on that since this, look at that, that's a great graphic, all right, wow. Coming apart, this thing. It's breaking apart. Falling apart. Messages sent into space. Shuttles and starships. Look at that. Cool picture. Yeah, shuttles are still kind of the way to get up into space in some ways, right? Or they used to be. Now it's SpaceX and space whatever else. They're going back. It's almost like they're going backward. They're going back to these Saturn III rockets. Yeah. Space probes. Possible inhabitation of other, maybe moon, maybe Mars. They're looking, spaceship looking very much like what we saw in 2001: A Space Odyssey. These big rings, the idea behind that would be to create artificial gravity. Or at least that's what I understand it to be. And then of course the space age. Highlights. Do we live in the space age or do we live in the information age? Glossary, measuring the universe, all the credits, an index, not a concept, index. Eh? Don't need that anymore, we just use a search engine. That's it, guys. Wow, that's coming apart on me here. Our universe. What do you think of that? Little flip through. I hope I got that on centered, I don't know. Haven't done this before, so learning to use my ancient iPhone There you go, guys. I hope you're having a good evening. And I'll see you in the next one.